The NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Saints, all day
What
and
better
more.
way to start
Coming
out the
up
afternoon
next.
than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at them.
Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. Return coming from the 14. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing him out, coming off one of his best seasons as a pro, an MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
Were not for some guy named Lamar Jackson up there in Baltimore, I think Dak Prescott would have won MVP last year. Had his best season statistically. Total control of that Cowboy offense. Over 4,500 yards. And remember, he led in touchdown passes with 36. But we know what it's all about in Dallas. It's not what you do in the beginning, it's how it finishes. And can you take those steps in the playoffs?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here's Dak. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Right back to Elliott now. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
Well, it was another very statistically productive season down in New Orleans for Derek Carr a season ago. Another 25 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards. And what I love about this guy is he is remarkably durable. He's played 15-plus games all 10 seasons that he's been a starter in this league. That's called the ability of durability, to be there for your guys. Now, the next step in New Orleans is to take this franchise to the playoffs.
Carr with it on first. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Back to the air, Carr. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pistol snap to Carr. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. On is the former all-conference return man from nearby TCU, Cavante Turpin. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Short pass caught by his tight end. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun is Prescott. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. That's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They run it from the gun with Elliott. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Dak now from the gun. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's a return from the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Olave with the catch. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, Carr. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, it's Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. This is Alvin Kamara with it. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Carr here from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 18 on 2nd down. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Elliott's on 1st and 10. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Dak. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now that we've sorted that flag out, we've arrived at the end of the 1st. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Receiver in motion, going left. Carr now on 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Another run for Kamara. Along the sideline inside the 25. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Reeled in at the 7. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Carr. That's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Carr. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but man, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Elliott straight ahead. And this one doesn't go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Prescott here from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 44. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. On the option, it's Elliott. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Dak to the air here. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, ball at the 36. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Once again, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Do this, offense.
First down, here's Dak. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
They'll run here with Elliott. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. 3 straight runs, stop short of the end zone. And now what do they do on 4th and goal?
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Trying for it, it's Elliott. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. And they stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand, Brock, to force the turnover there on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing his car. Short pass caught by his tight end. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Tighten up defense.
Carr with it on first. Into the hands of Olave. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Saints looking down a very long field. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. From the shotgun, Carr to the outside and complete to Olave. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. That one is caught, left side of the field. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Carr off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Carr. He's got Shaheed. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Throwing again, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. Took the check down for granted. He's lucky that wasn't picked and taken the other way. Fourth down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys and Ezekiel Elliott just about set to get going on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. He's got a man left. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Fires over the middle. Caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10, Prescott. It is caught left side.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Another throw for Prescott. It's caught, Ferguson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Dak throwing again. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
They connect for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Connection made on the cross. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Dak now from the gun. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Throwing on first is Prescott. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. The Giants seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Gus Edwards with a couple of touchdowns. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown.
Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Carr now on 1st and 10. Cowboys rushing in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Carr here from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Elliott running out of the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff headed left to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Here's Zeke on the carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And he missed it. It's no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. Shaheed motioning right. Carr. Olave with the catch. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Running right, it's Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Carr. Throw caught at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Running behind center with Kamara. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. They'll try with Kamara. And he's tackled for no gain. Back-to-back stands from this front. No gain on the play brings up 4th and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. Only a 20-yarder here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Now, they've run into the wall quite a few times, Brock, and like walls tend to do, it hasn't moved. No luck in getting the ground game established. Probably part of the reason why this offense is still searching for its first touchdown.
What's that quote you learned at Cal? About insanity?
Which one? There's so many.
Doing the same thing over and over, but expecting different results. They've tried.
That's the one.
I mean, bless their hearts. They've tried to pound the football on the ground, but the results haven't changed. This front stops them every time, and it sure kept a lot of points off the board.
Oh, I see you, partner. Here's 2nd and 7. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
Prescott here from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Carry here for Elliott. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Play action, Prescott. Shakes himself free. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. So that brings up 2nd down. This is Elliott running right. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. To throw is Prescott. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Carr with it on 1st. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Counter give to Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. They go play action with Carr. He finds Johnson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 27 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Gets this to Johnson. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 3-score game in the 4th. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Kick taken in here at the 17. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Cowboys about set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He completes it in traffic. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
He tucks it and takes off. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, Prescott. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now. From the 43. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now a run with Kamara. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Another run for Kamara. And he gets back to the line, but no more. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Carr setting to throw. Looking comebacker, and he's got it. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3rd and just 2 to go. Carr here from the gun. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
And this kick is good. He needed to get And he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Jukes one defender. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dak now from the gun. Brought in by Elliott. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. They dump it off to the back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another throw for Prescott. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Prescott here from the gun. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun is Prescott. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Desperation time on 4th down. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house." The
New Orleans offense set to go now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Run here with Kamara. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a give to Kamara. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road, and overall